For this keynote address, we have a very special gentleman. We have with us Professor Dr. Triveni Singh, a distinguished Indian Police Service IPS officer, a trailblazer in the field of cybercrime investigation with over 25 years of experience. He has investigated more than 200 types of cybercrimes, leading to thousands of arrests and significant recoveries of stolen funds. As the former superintendent of police for cybercrime in Uttar Pradesh, he earned the title Cybercop of India for his exceptional contributions to law enforcement and cybersecurity. He holds a PhD in financial cybercrime management and has authored several influential books on the subject as well. His accolades include the Police Medal for Gallantry and various commendations from the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI), a sought-after speaker at national and international conferences. Professor Dr. Triveni Singh's dedication to his profession and his commitment to making the digital world a safer place for all of us has earned him the respect and admiration of his peers and public alike. As a trailblazer in cybercrime investigation, he continues to inspire us all and lead the way in the fight against online criminal activity. So without further ado, can we put our hands together and welcome Professor Dr. Triveni Singh, IPS, on stage. A big round of applause for him, please.
Hello. Yeah, good morning to you all. Thank you, Navneet and CXO Cybers, that I am here and I am feeling privileged, honored to be here before such a august audience. So I would like to start first with the quote Honorable Justice Sir told that cyber security is a shared responsibility. Yes, I believe, because it is shared responsibility. Because as a police officer, I have seen the cases where victim is going to bank and he says that my account is compromised and banker say that it's your responsibility because of you, because you shared your password. When he's going to police, the police say that it's because of you. You have lost such a huge amount. It's not the responsibility of the police or the bank, So the problem before victim is where to go and whom to ask for support, So everyone is saying that you have shared your password. But nobody knows that there are so many tools, technology available today that they can compromise your OTP. 2 days earlier, Uttarakhand police busted a cybercrime racket. The cyber criminals, they used to send APK files through websites. Once you download the APK file, your mobile phone is compromised. And now there is no need to ask OTP from the victim, They used to read the OTP. And thousands of people defrauded by that APK file only. So once he was talking to the police the police said, what is APK? Banker says, what is APK, What is this file? What is this malware? The problem is that we are not aware what kind of tools, technology criminals are using. Just 6 months back, 1 year back, I cracked a case in which cyber criminals, siphoned away 146 crore rupees from a bank, from a cooperative bank in Lucknow. 146 crore rupees, from a cooperative bank. They have taken all the money to their own accounts. So when I reached their scene of crime and I did the forensic, then I found that the cyber criminals had installed a laptop inside their own network. And the banking network they had installed. And on that laptop, they had installed remote access tool. And they had compromised IP of the bank itself. And they had installed 2 keylogger on 2 different systems of the banks. Everyone knows that to do a transaction in bank, there is always need of maker and checker identity. So there is need of 2 credentials, one of junior and senior. So they had installed keylogger on their system, on the banker's system, and remotely accessing the system, the laptop and the system of the assistant branch manager, they knew the credential and they transfer 146 crore rupees from there to their own accounts. We reached the spot, we arrested 14 people. We got all the money, 100 first time. we got all the money, 146 crore rupees, recredited to their accounts. I was investigating a case in which a girl had lost 2.2 lakh rupees, only 2.2 lakh rupees. When I investigated the case in detail, then, it took 3-4 months with the support of MHA, I4C and all that. Then surprisingly, the amount was 4,200 crore rupees. 4,200 crore rupees. And all the money was going to China. So we were the first who investigated the Chinese link with the crime, that is happening in India, and thousands of people are getting victimized, either in the name of job, part-time job, or instant loan. You can take instant loan, or crypto trading and crypto, crimes. So when I investigated 3 different crimes, then I found that all were going to, a single nodal account. And the nodal accounts was there in a certain bank here. From there, the money used to be converted into cryptocurrency at JPay, a cryptocurrency, Indian cryptocurrency platform. And from there, it was going to Binance, International Cryptocurrency Exchange. And by using the mixer technology, they used to send all those 4,400, 4,200 crore rupees to the different private wallets of Chinese handlers. Then we exposed that basically Chinese, and when I asked the details of the Chinese handlers, their age will be between the 20 to 28 years. They were looking quite young, a group of 8-10 people. They were defrauding Indian people in crores rupees, And this simple message, or daily on the daily basis, you get the simple message. So are you looking for part-time job? Are you looking for some instant loan? So do you want some huge profit in crypto trading and all that? It's all aid, advertisement through Google, paid aid, So when somebody is searching for some customer care number, the criminals had advertised their number. If we're looking for some crypto investment and high return, the criminals, they have highlighted their own websites and all that. The website is so beautifully created. Look and feel quite professional. It's a good dashboard. So they are working in a corporate way. So what the cyber criminals have done, they have created a gang, not at the local level, not at the national level. Now they are internationally connected, Few mule accounts or few operators here, few of them are connected with China. They are staying back in Singapore and Thailand, and they are doing all this kind of crime. Their age is hardly not more than 30 years, And here, if I am talking about here in India, my rough estimate is 10,000 crore rupees. It's industry. I always say that cybercrime is the fastest growing industry in India. Fastest growing. It's mushrooming like a cottage industry everywhere in every part of it. Not Jamtara, not a particular built-up Mewat area like Bharatpur and Mathura and Nu. So now recently, in a few months, we have seen that these criminal gangs, small petty criminal gangs, cyber criminals gangs, they are mushrooming everywhere in every district, We did the research, we highlighted this. Now Jamtara is no longer number 1. We had done the study. Now Bharatpur is number 1, So what is the lesson? When I was investigating the case, a bank in which 146 crore rupees had gone. So what was the lesson? Lesson was that the CISO employed there, he did not know the full form of CISO. He was a banker, especially recruited to deal with the operation, banking operation. CISO, what is CISO? He did not know. There was a SOC, SOC, Security Operations Center. 3 guys were there. When I interviewed them, they told that we have just recently finished our BTech in electrical engineering. And we have been posted here, our salary is 10,000 rupees per month. So now a SOC which was created with a huge amount of 9 crore rupees, and only 3 people just recently passed with BTech in electrical science, they were looking at the screen. You from the InfoSec industry, you can understand how complex it is to read the logs in shock. And what about remediation and further containment and investigating the case? They were least aware about what is happening, what was coming on the shock screen. There was data center. There was no control, nothing controlled. When I investigated the CCTV, it was running 11 months back, in time. It was functional, but 11 months back time means there was no physical security, because the cyber criminals, they had entered the bank premise and they had installed their laptop along with keylogger and remote access tool. How they entered? It means there was completely failure of physical security, number one. Number two, no technical security. Number third, no administrative provision. They might be having on the on the paper. So when I asked for the cyber security policy, they gave me a few pages notes. This is our cyber security policy. It's a very generic cyber security policy. Not even the ingredient architecture. So nothing was included in that. Anyone can go through. You can download a file on the Google and you can read what is the standard cyber security policy. So now, when I am talking about the Chinese handler, what is happening? The TRI, Department of Telecommunications, they have created a DLT platform to control all the bulk SMS. To control the bulk SMS platform, so that no fraudster can send the message. So there is need of 2-3 items. Number one, SMS header. You can get it by giving certain documents to the telecom operator. Then message template, you have to get it approved by the telecom operator. And then the entity registered. I mean, related with your company or proprietorship or in whatever name you want to take. So what I found, that it's highly misused, Anyone, whatever document you are supplying, you will get the SMS header. Even you can get the SMS header of any top company. For example, I want a SMS header in the name of a big MNC company, I can get. Now, once you are getting the message through that SMS header, I mean, company name and 6-digit character, then you think that this message is a genuine one, it's coming from the bank. The fact is that anyone can manage to get that SMS header. And this bulk SMS service are being operated from Dubai. In that case, where Chinese sitting in China, they are operating the bulk SMS service provider who is located in Dubai. Money is being paid to someone who is located in Singapore. The account of a famous company, it was being accessed from the China and Singapore. The money was being drawn. It was getting converted to cryptocurrency, then to another cryptocurrency exchange, and then through mixer to some other. It's very complex. Now cybercrime has gone so complex that by giving 2-3 days training, you think that a cop, a law enforcement agency, or even the judges or prosecutors, they will be smart enough to understand the technology. No. Because if you need to understand the Information Technology Act, or for that matter, DPDP Act, which came into existence just last year, So you have to be technically very, very savvy. At least you should have the understanding of hardware, software, how the application program, what kind of API, all it's very technical. So you always say that there should be a minimum 3 months, 6 months rigorous training program for police officers, all law enforcement agency, judges, prosecutors, the main stakeholders. What happened in case ransomware attack, Can you tell me, any of you? There are thousands of ransomware attacks really happening worldwide, and it was a famous, AMs, and even in my Uttar Pradesh, transport department, it was hacked, Ultimately, it was hacked and the ransomware being demanded in Bitcoin. So what happened? What happened in any of the ransomware attack cases in India? Any cyber criminals arrested? No. What is happening in cyber data breach cases? You just name the company, I can give you the data. You go on the dark web and you find all the data related with any company. all your credentials, your mail ID, password, your credit card debit, even the employees detail of all the company, you can find in the, it's being sold, If you have the money, you can purchase any data related with any entity on the dark web. How it happened? It means it was breached somewhere in that corporate. Otherwise, I am giving my data to a certain XYZ company. How it has gone to the dark web? I am giving my pathology test and diagnostic test to a certain pharmaceutical company or pathological company. How my data is going to the dark web? So it has become so complex that you need to understand the technology, tools, technical laws. And I always say that, there has to be a national level authority to counter all these cyber threats, national level. And for that matter, there has to be some international treaty, international level authority to coordinate the affairs, because victim is here in Bangalore, the money is being withdrawn in China, Shanghai, and your hosting service provider is located somewhere in African country, and the operators, they are operating in from some Mongolia and all that. So international, all crimes, all cyber crimes, even in India, in nature, it's interstate or international. So if some nature is of that kind, where international, all countries are involved, all states are involved, then why to have supervision and investigation all at the district level, So why not creating such an infra at the national level with all due powers, like CBI, like ED, like Income Tax Department? You should have your own branch at the district level. Not only in the later phase, you can go to the police station level. You should have your mind, and only then in the real time, you can communicate internationally. You can communicate with all the stakeholders, be it the bank, be it the telecom service provider, or the law enforcement agency. And why not create a huge awareness campaign? Because awareness is the key. If you are aware, then you can save yourself. Otherwise, just 2 days back, a major general rank officer, he lost 2.8 crore rupees. And just yesterday news, a victim from Tamil Nadu, he was 75 years old, he lost 13 crore rupees. So it's all awareness. Awareness is the key. Thank you, gentlemen. Now,
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing those anecdotes and those insights with us. I'm going to request you to stay back on stage, and I also want to apologize since we are behind schedule and a very limited time. We had to cut short that keynote address, but a big round of applause for him. And may I request Mr. Navneethan to kindly join us on stage and do the honor of felicitating Dr. Professor Triveni Singh, ex-IPS. Thank you once again, sir, for accepting our invite and joining us today.